Your Rave is slow pushing into them here, and Lux is able to poke plus if you push, and Karthus is stop. So in this case, it's very nice that you keep pushing. You're gonna kill them. Ah, please.
Okay.
Go, Jason.
Oh my gosh.
So close.
I should have stepped back.
It's okay, it's okay. You should eat first there. How to play that mechanic.
Still bully them away unless Karthus shows up.
He stopped, he stopped.
But she's top. I'm sorry. Oh, good ult, good ult.
Camera control.
Hey, come up, come up. Oh, good. That's bad.
I think it's fine. Oh, you're so scared.
Oh, come on. Oh, come on, Sona.
Camera here is starting to be bad because you're not
Alright.
seeing how low they are
That's too
actually
aggressive.
in some cases. And you didn't see how much HP the Lux ulti actually did there.
Oh, shit. This bitch is here now. I shouldn't have barriered. I don't think I'm gonna survive.
It's okay, it was a nice try. It was a really nice try. We're gonna go on the replay. Awesome. And tell me, Jason, what motivates you to book a coaching session?
Yeah, so I guess this is kind of a last resort because I've done like all the ADC relevant skill capped guides, and I follow a little bit of Double Lift and Tony Rel or two Jinx players on YouTube, a little bit of like Kuma UC and stuff like that. And I've taken lots of notes and tried a lot of different things to try and like get better. I like the idea of ranking up just to be able to play with like a higher pool of players, and that gameplay is just more fun to me. I've got a couple of friends who are higher elo and still not. I'm not super high elo, like plat and stuff, and that level is a lot more fun than I'm currently at, which is bronze. And yeah, despite doing all that, I have a hard time getting out of bronze, and I think a lot of it is. I'm sure I have a lot to work on everywhere, but I think something that would make a really big difference is like mid-game macro strategies. Because even when I win lane, or I can even be way fed. If a top laner just like ants, and I have like an enemy Alawi that's 9-0, or a Volibear that's like 13-0, which happened last night, like it just seems unstoppable. As a Jinx, one trick pony 80 carries. So
Okay, that sounds good. Do you have a specific goal for League?
yeah, I even just like high gold would be really fun or cool. I think. I don't know.
Perfect. So the minimum that you would be happy with would be like what? Gold 1?
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Okay. Gold 1 would be awesome. Okay, that sounds good. And what was your maximum?
My best rank has only been like bronze 2.
Bronze 2. Okay, so you never been like bronze 1 or silver, right?
So when I first started playing the game, I guess I've been playing. When I first started, it was New Year's of 2022. Played for like a year on and off, and I've only really been playing seriously or taking it seriously for like the last 6 months. But sometime around when I first began playing, I was playing a lot more jungle, and I played Warwick, and I placed in silver. But then it wasn't that much fun for me, and I started playing AD carry, and I went down from silver. So that was on a different account. I made several accounts. But I think even then, looking back, I think that might have been kind of a fluke. I'm not really sure. I still do my secondary pick as jungle. But yeah, long story short, bronze 2 feels like my highest achieved elo on AD carry.
Perfect. So you would like to get to higher gold, basically, at the moment. High gold. Your pick was bronze 2. But what do you think are the biggest issues that are holding you back at the moment?
I think the mid-game macro is really big. Knowing, skill capped, I might have taken some of their advice too far. Like they're really big on split pushing as an AD carry. And I think sometimes, at points I've taken that too far and didn't group enough, or didn't mind objectives. But I'm sure, everywhere I have a lot of things to work on. I'm sure there's some micro camera control, CS damage. I'd love to do more damage. And CS has been, I think I'm averaging around 7. I'd have to check my stats, but
okay. All right. And what do you think we should do today? Should we do a live game I think you said live game when I first asked you, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Perfect. Okay, I see. Tell me, listen, what are your expectations on the coaching session? What do you want to get specifically from the coaching session?
Are you an AD carry main struggling to make an impact in your games? Is your damage output disappointingly low, leaving you feeling frustrated and powerless in the role you love? Introducing our specialized coaching program designed to supercharge your AD carry performance. Imagine a world where your damage, decision making and farming skills are 10 times better and the outcome of your games is no longer left to chance. Meet Chase, just like you, he was once stuck in the same position, facing low damage and inconsistency in his games. Let's see what happened after his coaching experience, from Diamond 4 to Master Tier. Wow! And here is Jordan and Brett, both transformed into formidable AD carry after the coaching session. These success stories aren't just isolated cases, they are a part of a community of over 3,243 players who benefited from the coaching program. If it worked for them, why not for you? Picture yourself as an unstoppable AD carry. It's not a dream, it's your potential with the coaching session. Don't wait any longer, visit Visai.com, book your coaching and become the AD carry the enemy team hates to play against.
I think just having you kind of be that earpiece will help with the macro, especially, and even laning phase. Like I know you're going to have a lot of great advice for laning phase and certain matchups and stuff. But even at my low elo, I tend to win laning phase, and so I really am excited to see what you have to say about macro stuff.
That sounds very good. Okay, perfect. So laning phase macro, awesome. I already have a template in my mind how we should do it. Alrighty, good. So let's see a bit. So we're Jinx OTP. Tell me, okay, so you said 2022 you played the first time?
Yeah.
Okay, started in 2022. This is the only account. Actually, you said you had one more?
Oh, I have like 3 accounts.
Do you play consistently on all of them or?
No, you can OPGG them as well, but no, this is really the only one that this is going to be like my ranked account. So
which one was your first one? Can you give me your in-game name on the first account?
Yeah,
it'd be very helpful.
In chat.
Oh, it is in chat? Yeah, just yeah, okay. So RuneScape. You played the RuneScape?
Yeah, it's a fun game.
Yeah, I have friends that they were so in love with this game. Nice. Okay, NA1, this is... Okay, so this is the first one. Just because I want to see what you used to play when you first started. Do you remember what were your first champs? Like when you started?
Warwick.
Okay.
It was all over the place because it's getting kind of a flavor for the game. I was kind of obsessed with Nyla for whatever reason.
Okay.
And obviously Nyla is, in my opinion now, is a very hard champion to learn when you're starting the game. And especially if you're just trying to barely figure out the AD carry role. To begin with, I feel like she has a pretty specific niche, but I liked her because I think I saw someone build like the lifesteal build, and I thought it was really cool, and so I played her for a little while. I did some Lucian for a little while there, and then here you'll see in that last ranked solo match. So sometimes I'll just get on this account and play when I get tilted on my main account, and that way like I don't keep like losing LP on my main account. But I try to just one trick Jinx, but if she gets like banned or something, I'll go like Kate or maybe Kaisa. But like my win rate, I have Professor, and my win rate goes down drastically if I don't play Jinx right now.
Yeah, it makes sense. Okay, so let's try to do a bit of research on Jinx. So Jinx, in terms of the rune summon spell, so we can get that out of the way. Majority of the players, they go cleanse or barrier. Are you updated with the new builds, runes, items, everything, or not? Not really.
There's a lethality build that's really popular right now. People are going collector, opportunity, and then you can go either Infinity Edge, LDR, and that I've tried that a couple times, and it's nice for scoring kills and getting your passive going, and you get to a lot of damage with your W and your ult. I feel like it has a stronger early game. I do like the crypt build on Jinx though too, where you go, it's a little awkward in the early game, but you actually start Infinity Edge, and then depending on the enemy team comp, if they're really tanky, you can go LDR Mortal Reminder. If not, you can go Runes, and then after you do that item, you just do the other one essentially. So if you started LDR, then you do So if you started Infinity Edge LDR, then you would do Runes. Did Infinity Edge Runes, then you do LDR Motor Minder next. And then sometimes I'll go, they're like Bloodthirster I really like, or I'll do Yuntao has been kind of nice lately for the extra crit and like even more damage. So I would say I think my win rate is actually higher with the crit build, which is what Tony Rel recommended in one of his videos.
Okay.
I think it's better for carrying, and I think it's a weaker early game.
Whatever you prefer, really. Like the build is, you can look at this like pro players, you know, they play only like that guy, for example, plays only Jinx, so he will know her very well. Usually what I do actually is look at more one-trick ponies of Jinx, because there are some one-trick ponies of Jinx that are very, how do I say it, traditional, conservatory. Like they don't really try, you know, different stuff. So now you try the build. Sure, maybe you like it, maybe you don't. It's good that you tried it, so you don't just copy something that the player liked. For the runes and for the summoner spells, it's always cleanse or barrier, because these are like super good in the meta, because it's like low cooldown and they have a lot of value. Heal is very... Did you know that heal is 4 minutes cooldown?
Did it? No.
Yes, and the barrier is 3 minutes. So this is why people take it, right?
Cleanse and barrier. So never ghost.
Ghost is okay. You'll see some pro players opting for it. It's really feels so nice in the late game. You won't see it right here very much. Like, okay, good, we have one. So let me just tell you when should you go Ghost. So yes, let's say you play Jinx against Lucian, Kai'Sa, Zerat, Kha'Zix, Nasus. Barrier is better for the lane. Barrier is better for the late game. You don't need cleanse. If you go Ghost here, you will die against Lucian a lot and against Kha'Zix. So
that makes sense.
It's basically so if I play Jinx and let's say you play Draven against me and you play Nautilus, I will take something that I can survive the lane, barrier for sure. So I can survive. Yeah. So this is like really difficult. If you have like a Leona, then I'll take cleanse, because I know that your support is what, CC. So I'll take cleanse. If let's say you have a lane where it's like Uga Booga safe, what does it mean? Well, just not doing anything, just pushing, playing around. They have like a Corki mid lane, no CC, jungle, they have like Shyvana, top lane, they have like a Jace. These champions, they don't have crowd control, CC, stuns. Meaning that if you get Ghost, 1, you're not going to lose the lane because you don't have barrier. 2, they are not going to catch you anyways because they don't have any CC. 3, late game Ghost is so good for Jinx. That's the 2% situations where pro players go for the Ghost, specifically on Jinx. On other champions is more, it's iffy. So usually, let's say there is 2 options. Option number 1, I pay cleanse.
Can I ask a follow-up question on that real quick?
Yeah, sure.
So you say it's really great late game. Is there some way, is it synergized with the passive?
Yes, very good, because you in the fights you can go, you have a lot of range, you have 5 points in Q, you have maybe a rapid fire cannon if you really buy that item, probably not, but you have a lot of range and the movement speed. If you get 1 reset and you have the movement speed of your passive and the Ghost, Uga Booga, GGBG. It's very difficult to play against that, but it's not really something that you can consistently do, because think about it, look, they have Kha'Zix, they have Lucian, you can't go Ghost, you're gonna die. They have, like, let's say your Vayne here and they have Mastery Camille. Yeah, get Ghost, they will catch you and they will kill you if you don't have barrier. So it's not very common that you need it. So cleanse is always good when there is something big CC on the lane. Very simple. Leona Twitch, Leona, I don't know, Aphelios, Leona Ezra, anything. But if it's like an Alistar, you can't cleanse really the Alistar combo, so you could go barrier unless they have a CC champion on AD carry, Ashe ulti. A bit hard to dodge that those Jinx. Or even against Varus, cleanse is good. So yes, it can be the support, and especially against chain CC like Leona Q. It's a point and click CC, can't dodge that. Or if they have a Varus on AD carry or someone with CC, yes, you can go cleanse. If they have Ezreal and they have, let's say, you don't really need cleanse in this case. Milio doesn't have CC, Ezreal doesn't have CC, but if they have mid lane a really point and click target, or jungle a really point and click target that you can't dodge, then you should go cleanse. For example, if they have Ezreal Milio with a Jax, I wouldn't get cleanse, because the Jax E is do you know the stun of the Jax? You know it, yes?
Yeah, he jumps on. Yeah. Kind of like Pantheon, right?
It is, yes. It is annoying. The difference between Jax and Pantheon is that your Pantheon is like point and click, so you can flash W and you can't flash out. The Jax is like jumping on you, but you can flash up. So against Jax, if it's just Jax, I wouldn't take cleanse. But if it's a Pantheon and the Lissandra, for example, there is... Yeah, just get cleanse.
Too?
Yes. So if there is, you need the cleanse in the lane, always cleanse. If you don't need the cleanse on the lane and they have point CC, minimum 2 targets that you can point click CC on you, yes, you can consider going for the cleanse. For sure. And you don't have to like force it like, oh, they have Echo Stun, I'm gonna get cleanse. I mean, Echo Stun can hit you, but it's not like Lissandra. Okay, Lissandra Flash Ult. Yeah, good luck, have fun. Like, what you just sit on the chair and then you look how you die. Like, there is no counterplay. This is like... This is like...
Yeah, you're just great.
The
question with that, kind of piggybacking off of this, is there a time to... So I had a game recently where I had, my first 2 items, I think, and then I decided to go Quicksilver Stash into Mercurial Scimitar.
Yes.
And it was because they had like a Vigar and a couple other CC champs. They're pretty CC heavy comp on the enemy team.
Yes, this one.
And someone on my team, yeah, I think so, yeah. Maybe that one, because they had Nico, Lux, a Mumu. And so I started building that because my thought was to go Mercurial Scimitar. Should I not do that and just continue building DPS?
Yeah,
am I sacrificing too much?
Yeah. The thing is, you're basically telling your team, okay, guys, I'm not gonna die. And your team is like, okay, so who's gonna do damage? The Ezreal support, AP, or the Nasus top?
Yeah.
It's like,
okay, that makes
right?
sense.
It's like, oh, guys, but I don't die. It's like, well, first of all, if Lux catches you and then Amumu is on top of you and then Tampkench is on top of you, you can have full tank Jinx, you will die. Second of all, you don't have damage.
Yeah.
Right, so I would say the absolute rule is usually if you really need it, you get the first 2 items and then you go QSS. But in this meta, it's more around 3 items. So you can be useful enough to be like, okay, guys, now I have damage. I can think about defensiveness. So 3 items first and then QSS. 3 items, what does it mean? 3 items plus boots. So Infinity Edge, Hurricane, and then 1 more. And then you go QSS. That's what I would say. Okay. Let me have damage first rule. Plus, there is Lux, Amumu, Nico, but you have cleanse. So it's like, you're gonna have cleanse. Sure, it's not like a 90 seconds cooldown like the QSS. True, but you have cleanse and then you have QSS as well. Okay, I would understand, sure, if you mess it up and you're like, oh shit, I took barrier. Fuck, man, that's my bad. I need to go QSS. Okay, that would make sense. I would still get it after the 3rd item, but that would make sense. But since you have cleanse, it's an overkill. It is a small risk that there are going to be cases where you have no cleanse and you need QSS, but the risk of I'm not going to do damage, because look at this, 9,000 damage.
Yeah.
So you did less than a 2-8 Nasus top lane playing against the worst 1v, the best 1v1 champion in the game. So that's how you have to see. It's super important to do damage first. Okay, then with the runes.
Tampkench is the best one.
Yeah, Darius, Tampkench, Shen. This is like very one-on-one, face-to-face set. It's very difficult to win 1v1, and Nasus is one of the worst in the lane. Okay, he can go AP, but yeah, he's very strong in the lane if he's 1v1. Okay, good. Another thing that we're missing up here. You need to go for this, because in solo queue there are some players that actually go for the per level, but in solo queue, as you can see, majority of the players, right? Yeah, it's like very hard to see one. We're gonna see 1 out of like 20 games, but it's like solo queue, right? So it's like you're basically saying,
I see some of those.
Please.
Sorry, I see some of those have the eyeball there. I can't remember what it's called, but others have jack of all trades.
Yeah.
Did you see that too?
1 second. Eyeball, which is one? Where? Tell me where to stop.
Oh, now I see only. There's one.
Oh, here?
Yeah, that one right there.
This is the eyeball?
Inspiration, the cosmic insight. Yeah.
Yeah, so, okay, so in general, the keystone is press the attack or fleet. Press the attack is a majority of the cases better, but if you really have like a super bad lane, okay, what do I mean by bad lane? Like a lot of poke. What do I mean by a lot of poke? Well, let's say they have Caitlyn with a Lux, Caitlyn with a Senna, Caitlyn with the Seraphim. Like double range poke, a lot of range, ooga booga, please, I want to be safe, I want to cry kind of lane. They have so much poke. Yes, you can go for fleet footwork. And then longsword 3 potions. You had the game here. Look, Nico, Kate, and you have Ezreal support. There is no way you're going to play with this. You need sustain and you need 3 potions and longsword. You took the boots, which is a smart in a way. The problem is that 1, you need to get normal potions here. Why? Is because you need a lot of potions. They will poke you in the tower and then you will not have potions anymore. And 2, you're going to miss on a lot of damage. So as you can see, your CS suffered because of this. With longsword, you at least have the damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
So rule of thumb is, so what rune do I take? I always take press the attack unless I really need the sustain in the laning phase and I play against double range, in which case I can consider going the fleet footwork. So that's like the main rule of thumb. Then depending on that, you can go, this is the best, like presence of mind is good on any build. And then this is always the best because, I mean, Bloodline is not bad on Jinx. It's just many situations you won't really need that attack. So, and then do you know the difference between cut down and coup de grace?
What was that?
Do you know the difference between cut down and coup de grace?
Oh yeah, I just saw, I think it was your video or someone's video where cut down, it does 8% more damage if they're over 60% health or something.
Yes.
Everyone's taking it right now. I just know it's bad.
Yes. But since this is a very adaptable game and everything is changes, guess what? They nerfed it. So now you have to kind of understand when to take this and when to take this. They actually raised this this number of coup de grace. So this does more damage when they have less than 40%. This does more damage when they have more than 50%. So when do you take one? Do you take another? It's very simple. So we talked about the fleet. We talked about presence of mind being best and alacrity being the best. Between these two, on Jinx, last stand is not good. These two, so this if they are full squishies, this if they have tanks. What do I mean by that? Tamke and Chamu, do they have tanks? Yes. What do I get? Cut down. Why? It's because I'm going to hit them a lot in team fights when they are full HP and I'm going to hit the tank. So this is going to give me good value. Okay, so when do I go the other? Well, when they have full squishies. What does full squishy mean? Definitely not here because they have Nasus. Right here, okay, let's say you play Jinx here and they have LeBlanc squishy, Vayne squishy, Jhin squishy, Wukong pretty squishy, and Darius pretty squishy. Okay, in this case you can get it. Again, you don't consider Darius a tank. If it was a Scion, then sure, you can go cut down. So you see, that's how you decide. Here, squishy, squishy, this is smaller, is gonna build HP, squishy, and then this guy is gonna build HP, so I get cut down. So you see how I decide? I decide based on like, do they have a lot of champions with a lot of HP? Or do they have a lot of tanks? If the answer is yes, I always get cut down.
Okay.
So that's
that makes sense. Yeah.
That's a rule of thumb. Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
And then the question that you had, because we are right there. Okay. So the options are not so many on Jinx. So majority of the players, they go either inspiration or some of them they go for sorcery. But most of them you will see inspiration. So what kind of inspiration do you take? Because there are like so many combinations you can take. This, like this is bad, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. Like this 5, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you can, any combination you want, you can take it. So what do I recommend for you as a player in this elo? So I wouldn't take the magical footwear because as you probably know on Jinx mains, they are in love with getting boots early. And what do I mean?
Yeah.
Either berserkers or just, as you can see here, or just tier 1 boost first, because it's like the movement speed for an immobile champion is king. So that's why this is a bad rune. So you'd have to choose between this. So this, you get 6% gold back when you purchase legendary items. It's fine if you want to play for the later stages, but I personally think that in low elo you'll snowball really hard, so you need to get something that will help you for the lane. So I think biscuits is very nice for you in your elo, in your rank, because if you win the lane and you need more mana, biscuits are going to help you. You can stomp harder. If you lose your lane and you need more HP, guess what? Biscuits are good. So it's just better for your rank. So in this coaching session, I'm going to focus on specifics for your rank and how you can apply this, because I know that you can watch, Guma Yushi and some skill cap videos, but reality is that you won't be able to apply a lot of the things that they say there. So I will make some like personalized rune page for your range of rank. So biscuits are very, very nice for you. And then between these two, it's really a preference. This is going to give you ability haste for each stat gained from items, and you also get damage. Each stat as in, look, I get attack speed and movement speed. I get 2 stats. So I get ability haste and I get adaptive force. It is pretty good. This is pretty good. So you can take this and biscuits. These are like really, really good. Or you can take this and this. Do you know what the Cosmic Insight does?
Ability haste and what does that say? Summer or item haste?
Yes. So it gives you item haste, which is relatively, well, if not super useless for you. The summon spell haste, the item haste, but the summon spell is good because you're gonna have flash and barrier faster. So this is good. So I recommend you to try these two or these two. Simple for you. Like you just have to see like which one you like it. And then sorcery and other things, it's takeable, but it's not something that I would recommend you for your rank. So yeah, these are like the options right here.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Good. So we talked about runes, builds, summon spells. Okay, nice. So then we can just go in the game. Do you have a preference, or should we do the muted approach or the copilot one? What do you think?
What was the first option?
The first one is muted. It's called muted because you will play, you'll show me what you can do, you'll show me what you can't do, and I will comment during the game while I'm muted. The reason why I'm muted is so I'm not going to influence your decision making, so we can see where we start from. We can see your current level, and then we do a VOD review after to show you exactly what you did wrong. But in addition to that, you're going to rewatch the session again because I'm recording the session. You will rewatch and you will hear what I said about your game. The copilot one is you play, but I help you while you play in the game. It can be advantageous because you're gonna learn, as you go. It can also be disadvantageous because you might not be able to focus very well on, because you have to hear what I say. You have to, it's a bit different. But both of the options are good.
What do you recommend? What's better for the content? Either way, I'm fine either way.
So for the maximum improvement for you, I think it's nice if I see you playing first before we actually fix things, because if I'm going to tell you what to do, I wouldn't exactly know what are your biggest strengths and weaknesses, as a player.
Okay.
So we can do the muted approach
muted
first, and then the next session we can do really anything you like have fun with, and it's no problem.
Sweet.
You know how to share stuff, right?
One other question. Yeah. One other question I have while I get this going is just looking at my OPGG.
Yes.
Says you see this pattern of like I'll win like 7 games in a row and then I'll lose 7 games in a row, and
it's very common. Yes.
I'm wondering if you have anything to say about that, or if that tells you anything in specific.
Yes.
Does that have to do with time of day? If there's any like little tricks like time of day or time of day of the week, things like that, or if it's
yes, but you won't be able to improve your win rate more than like 1 to 2%. So that these things you can do, but it's not like the coaching session. If we do like 5 coachings and we wait like 3 months and you practice consistently, you can get your win rate from 53 on Jinx, you're gonna get it to 60%. So these little tricks are gonna get it to like 61%. So it's like not really. I wouldn't like focus on it,
Yeah.
Yes, but it tells me that you take decisions that can go either way. You make a play, like let's say it's late game, you see a wave bot lane, you follow the skill cap video, you split push. If you take that wave and your team doesn't die, you win the game, you get Baron, you fight with them, you win. If your teammate dies while you get the wave, you lose the game, it's GG. So you like make decisions that they can win the game like right then and then, or you can just lose the game. So it's the macro decision.
So you just said something that I've been experiencing. It's like if I don't go back to mid lane and like hold their hand, my team will just sit there and die. Maybe that's something that happens in this ELO. Like they won't just safely play under turret.
Yes, we'll see, because we need to make the difference between I'm ARAMing with my teammates, which again is not good, and I'm like hovering them because there is no other resources that I can take on the map. So it has to be a balance between now I need to stay with my team and like hold their hands, and now I need to stay on bot lane and farm. We will see. Now you play your best, you play how you usually play. Try to win the game, and then you just go from there.
Rules are made to be broken.
You usually first pick, you like to take the jinx away, yes?
People.
I like the first pick because, yeah, I for sure get Jinx, which I like. And then I feel, like I said, and this may come back to bite me in a second. Maybe I'll lose lane or something, but I feel like I usually either win lane or go neutral no matter what they do, especially if I ban Jhin, because I tend to have a lower win rate against Jhin. And then it also gives other teammates like an opportunity to pick after, get the second pick and counter pick or whatever. I feel like the support really has they have the potential, if they're playing well, to
for
have
sure.
a bigger influence.
For sure. The problem is that if your support wants to play Yumi, like look at this, you play Jinx first.
Gosh.
You play Jinx first, and then the enemy picked Sona. So it's like, she's gonna let this case. It's like these people don't really think about like counter picks. Look at this guy. He's like took by Sona. He's like he doesn't really care.
Yeah.
That's why I wouldn't personally be like, oh, I will first pick so they can have the counter picks. I will try to be
Just be selfish.
if you can swap with the jungle and support, it's fine. I wouldn't be selfish with the mid and top because these people, some matchups are very unplayable.
Is she trolling me for
No, I think it's fine.
trying to?
It's a
trying to
Sona.
swap her? Trying to be her?
It's a Sona, so they shouldn't be able to punish you so much. They do have a Miss Fortune, so there is that. Make sure you make the runes.
Lux here is,
No problem.
I was just wondering here. Oh yeah, runes. I switched those right when we were talking about it.
Don't forget the HP to switch the HP. They don't have tanks, so you can go cut down coup de grace as well. HP and
Go to this one
Yeah,
instead of this one
yes, for sure.
for the early game
Yeah,
strength.
yeah, exactly.
And then I don't need bear. I don't need clans, right?
You don't need clans, yes. Oh, make sure you share screen again because it
Turned off there.
Yeah, so the HP there, it's HP for the early game because you need to survive in the early game. In late game, if you survive early, it's over already. So that's why you take these runes. And then they don't really have tanks. So that's why you take Coup de Grace here. Plus the reason why we don't take cleanse here is because Sona does have ulti, but it's not something that is like super hard to dodge. It's like pretty short, short range. Miss Fortune doesn't have a stun. Syndra has a stun, but it's not like so reliable like Lissandra. Oh, make sure you share the screen again. It looks like it cancels it. Maybe you can share the whole screen. Like click there on the screen one and try to share the whole screen.
Is that working?
Now it resets. Yeah, it resets to. Let's see. Okay, now I am able to see. Okay, now I can see. Okay, hopefully it's gonna work like this. Yeah, they do have some CC with Sona and Syndra, but it's not the Lissandra or the Leona that I was talking about. Karthus does the FCC. Camille has CC, but remember if she hits the CC, she will ult you. So even if you cleanse the jump that she has, the E, you will still end up dying. So how do you want to play this? What is your plan?
So with Misfortune and Sona, I kind of just want to push because I want Lux to be able to hit her binds and her, hit her spells. I don't want Sona to be able to hit her stuff, and so I'd kind of like to have a bigger wave. So when I first go to lane, I want to hard push and hit 2 first, and then it'll bounce back, and I might perma push, or if they're good, I might have to opt for like a slow push or something.
You can also right click on the items to buy them, remember. And it works the same with selling them. So if you right click on them, you buy them. If you right click on them, you sell them. You right click inside of your inventory.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I don't have to double click it. I can just sit there.
Yeah. Don't worry, we're gonna learn so much in the coaching session. Don't worry.
Some bronze. It's my first bronze move.
No worries. Let's hold tab for a second here. Usually you can go fleet footwork, especially because Miss Fortune is a very strong champion early, and Sona is not so strong, but they do have a lot of poke, and you have a Lux, so you're gonna play for like small trades, poke, so fleet is not bad here at all. And then even longsword potion can be considerable. again, it's not like a 100% thing because Sona doesn't have that much poke and Miss Fortune doesn't have that much poke, but it's something that you can think about. Okay.
Okay. So did it say you should wait? Maybe would have been viable as well here.
Fleet footwork, yes, because they do have the poke.
Okay.
Fleet is good if you should go on the laney phase because you're losing the farm. Yeah, you can't really leash. If you do leash, it's gonna be very bad. Okay, I'll let you play right now. Good luck, have fun. Yeah, okay. So
Thank you.
that was not very good. So we're
This might be your B-make, not sure.
Fleet, and you also should ask about the leash, not leash, because you play with the Lux. Here you shouldn't really trade. You should just play to push because you don't have Lux. And they have actually stronger early game than you. You should only trade if you have more minions. If you have an advantage or more level. Like now you're level 2. You're clicking back, which is bad. If you have more minions, you're clicking up, which is good. The double is very good as well. Like now the trade is good because you have the extra minions and you also have the extra level. So you trading here is actually very nice. But when you traded and you were 1v2, that wasn't good. You should ideally keep the wave here and just try to poke them. We go for a ward here. Go on the left. Outward the tribush here. When you talk about the word, usually you want to push the wave all the way and then you want to go for a word. But since you didn't lose any minion as you go for a word, it's not a bad word. So you're like going to perma push. What you should have done is that you should create an advantage on your minions, and once you have it, you should keep the wave there in the middle or slightly towards them. You pushed way too fast, as you can see, and now it's gonna be a bit difficult for you to play. Also the camera control, I like that you're moving, okay. Okay. Camera control is also not bad, but definitely suboptimal here, because at any given time you have to like see how much HP they have. So far there is lots of problems, but I'm just thinking like which is the biggest one. So, and I'm saying that there is lots of problems because now I'm thinking, hey, Jason wants to get to gold. What does he need? Now I'm thinking, okay, what is the biggest thing? It's probably gonna be trading. Since camera, you're moving, you're not actually keeping it on them, but you're moving it. It's fine. Keeping a wave towards them is fine. Because if Sona MF pushes you, they'll poke you. Nocturne is top lane and you're pushing. So you gotta be very careful with this fast push because you don't know where the enemy jungle. You're basically perma pushing. So in this case, if the threat of you dying of the enemy jungle is high, you should stop pushing. It is a Sona setup, so they don't have so much CC. I am not entirely sure who is the enemy jungle, but if it's an Elise or a Jarvan, then you can't push here because you can die if he comes. But if it's like a Shyvana or someone without CC and the threat of you dying here, like the threat is small, then you keep pushing is good. Because if you keep pushing, it's gonna help your lane 1v1, but if you don't know where is the jungle and it's a jungle that can gank you, then you should let the wave to come into you. Ideally you want to play for the boots, so looking at your gold, 1100 gold, ideally you want to push the wave and you want to recall. Right here it was the best to get the Berserker boots, because you get the movement speed and you also get attack speed. The movement speed helps you to run away from them and towards them, and attack speed helps you in the fight. Pickaxe is nice because you get damage, but you're not going to have that much movement speed and that much attack speed. So...
Oh, so just rush Berserk?
Yeah, rush Berserkers is really good, yes. Now we see that they're actually on the river, therefore you should push. Of course you should look there first. And then you should see if you need to be there. If, let's say, the Drake HP is like 1000 and they already got it, or like 2000, and you don't, like, you know, the chances of them fighting there is low, then you shouldn't push. You should keep the wave here. Yeah, but in that case, I think the Drake was like 3000 HP, therefore you should have pushed the wave and look to hover, yeah. Your wave is slow pushing into them here, and Lux is able to poke plus if you push, and Karthus is top. So in this case, it's very nice that you keep pushing. You're gonna kill them. Ah, please.
Okay.
Go, Jason.
Oh my gosh.
So close.
I should have stepped back.
It's okay, it's okay. You should eat first there. How to play that mechanic.
Still bully them away unless Karthus shows up.
He's top,
But she's top. I'm sorry. Oh, good ult, good ult.
Camera control.
Hey, come up. Oh, okay. That's bad.
I think it's fine. Oh, you're so scared.
Oh, come on. Oh, come on, Sona.
Camera here is starting to be bad because you're not
Alright,
seeing how low they are
That's
actually
too aggressive.
in some cases. And you didn't see how much HP the Lux ulti actually did there.
Oh, shit. This bitch is here now. I shouldn't have barriered. I don't think I'm gonna survive.
It's okay, it was a nice try. It was a really nice try. We're gonna go on the replay on all of this place. You see the extra movement speed from the boots? It will help you even with the dive, but even right here to protect yourself. Oh, make sure you go go fast. Yeah, the movement speed from the boots is like really important. Early on. If you're super ahead and you have like a Thresh or a Nautilus and you can win the lane very hard, BF Sword is very nice. But we're talking here about Lux, you know, and they have Misfurt and pretty a lot of movement speed. You're not really gonna fight much. So this is why I say that majority of the cases, unless you have BF, you reach and you wanna fight a lot, you should go Berserkers. Also, when you're very behind like this, you should really avoid buying controllers.
I gotta get that first item quicker, huh?
Yeah, and now it's just paying 75 gold. And if they take the word, you're giving 30 gold away to them, and then they also get XP. So it's not good. No problem, no problem.
That makes sense. Shit. Disappointed. I'm just taking that just like you said. Lux doesn't really seem to care much about vision control. Oh my.
I see. You're fine if you just run. Oh,
Lux. Did Lux do anything? Oh my gosh. This
it's a tough
Oh
one.
my
It's a
gosh.
tough one.
is not how it normally goes.
No problem, no problem. There is a lot of things already in the replay. No worries.
I'm crazy.
Top to big game about highways win lightning phase, and here we are.
No worries.
That's okay though. Our jungler goes in, our mid laner goes in now. Question mark. Is she building Bloodthirster? She is, great. Gonna suck. Basically unkillable because of Sona. Maybe unkillable for sure with Bloodthirster and Sona. I'm gonna have to build Mortal Reminder.
Yeah, but you need to go Mortal Reminder.
It's like, do I still just keep hard pushing this whole time and we're so far behind?
Yeah, she's very powerful right now.
Get the
Good. Nice! You got it! Nice one! That's so close. Got the kills, okay.
I swear, in the last
Mhm.
in the last 200 games I've played, I've not seen a good Karthus. I've never seen a Karthus beat a doctor. I've never seen a good I've never seen a good Karthus in my ELO.
Interesting.
They always just sit there and steal people's kills, don't do any damage themselves. I got those because it's fortunate. I'm camping bot.
What? Okay. It's 13 minutes in the game and he says
Oh.
I'm camping bot.
There's Bloodthirster. It's gonna suck. Oh my gosh.
Slacks. With TP. Usually the word over the wall there is better. Because it's on the river, it's a bit deeper. The brush word, Tribush, it's actually better to be a pink word if you have it. I would buy it if you're ahead.
Oh my gosh. Okay. That's
Nice try. To recall.
stat back.
Yeah.
Let's see card this.
Ulti there. You should do top. Maybe you can get something. Look top for an ultimate, maybe? Oh, okay. You can just throw it, because maybe you get the void links. Because you see your gold, you're 100 gold short on the item, so... Oh, plus. So maybe you can kill someone so you can get the item.
Look at this team. This is what I see in my elo, though. It's either like, it doesn't seem like I have much. It's either a stomp one way or the other. You know what I mean? It's never like, rarely is it a tight match.
Yes. It is a tight match. This is why you have to like
Oh, okay. Just
play better the
shoot
lanes.
it on the wave.
So there's a lot of games in the match history that is like pretty long.
Do something. Oh my god damn it, Lux. You didn't use your ult earlier. Maybe you could have done something. It's okay though. It's not her fault, it's mine. I gotta play better. Oh my gosh. My team forfeited.
It's actually
I don't
better
even
that
say in the matter.
it's better that they actually FF'd, because we're not gonna waste time with this game. Like we're not gonna waste more time with a game like this.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
true.
Let's go on to the replay.
That's sad though.
$5. If you have problems improving and getting better in the game faster but cannot afford booking coaching, on my Patreon you can access more than 627 VOD reviews, premium videos about how to wave management, mid-game macro, and tier lists that will show you the best champions to climb and to improve for your elo. And these are not on YouTube, this is only on Patreon, they're exclusive. Moreover, you can participate in the free coaching waiting list to get a premium VOD review. I'm giving away 2 free VOD reviews every single week. All what you need to do is simple 2-step process. Subscribe to my Patreon and share your OPGG and voila, you are on the waiting list. You're gonna get a personalized VOD review for any game in your match history. For just $5, you get not only the free VOD review, but a whole bunch of exclusive benefits that will supercharge your gaming experience. It's a small investment for a big return. And it's just $5, it's no brainer, right? But here is the deal, you've got to act quickly. The waiting list is already filling up fast. 55 people already subscribed to the Patreon, and there are 6 people that they are on board, they are on the waiting list. And more are joining every moment. Now, do you want to secure your spot for a free VOD review? Go ahead on my Patreon and reserve it right now.